Hey guys, it's Glycermania here, coming back at you all for another video today, and we're gonna be talking about SmackDown. Yesterday's episode of SmackDown. This is my first SmackDown I've been watching since the beginning of this year, and honestly, SmackDown being 3 hours is kind of weird to me because maybe I'm not really used to SmackDown being 3 hours. I'm more used to SmackDown being 2 hours and Monday Night Raw being 3 hours, but it's so repetitive on its third hour. Like you think about it, like the first 2 hours were fine, but then the third hour just feels so repetitive. And also, things on SmackDown are being exposed. Now you ask me, what do I think is being exposed? I think what's being exposed on SmackDown is the women's division and also the tag team division. You kind of think about it. The women's division on SmackDown, it's really good. It's really good. But it's just repetitive. It's been exposed by being more and more repetitive. The tag team division is pretty good. DIY is good. Tamatonga and Tamaloa is good, even though Tamaloa is injured. Street Profits are good. Pretty Deadly's good. But I just feel like with the tag team division now, you're exposing more of SmackDown being 3 hours. You're exposing how bad Street Profits and how bad Pretty Deadly has been booked on the main roster. Like, yes, I get it that Street Profits have been booked bad for some time, but you're exposing it more to a bigger audience how bad Street Profits is getting booked and how bad Pretty Deadly's being booked. Like, I'm not saying that Street Profits and Pretty Deadly need to get the tag titles right away, but I feel like you got to feature them a little bit more because these are both two talented tag teams that need to be like next contenders for the tag team championships. That's just my opinion about Street Profits and Pretty Deadly. And also, another thing I want to talk about too is the women's division on SmackDown. The women's division, I mean, it's a good women's division. Like I think SmackDown has a better women's division than Monday Night Raw. Obviously, you have the bigger names and everything. But like it's been good for some time, but then it gets so repetitive, like the same storylines over and over, same segments over and over, just with like not much lead into it. And I feel like you're exposing the women's division more there is because like with that third hour, it does nothing much for the women's division. It does nothing much for the tag team division. It only benefits basically the main event scene, and it only benefits like a little bit of the WWE transfers and stuff. And I feel like with that third hour of SmackDown, you got to keep on building storylines, keep on changing the alternative of storylines with that third hour, kind of like how Monday Night Raw is doing with that third hour. Like they're making their storyline better and better and better and stretching it out. Like you got to stretch it out more with that third hour of SmackDown, in my opinion, if you want to make it entertaining and if you want to make it pretty good. Like, do I think SmackDown being 3 hours is a bad thing? No, I don't think it's a bad thing. I think it's a fair test. But do I think it's not going to last that long? Yes, it's not going to last that long because, like, you're throwing so much things. You're kind of rushing SmackDown for the third hour. You're kind of brain rotting people for that third hour, in my opinion. But yeah, that's just my opinions on SmackDown being 3 hours. What do you guys think about SmackDown being 3 hours? Do you guys like it? Do you guys not? I would like to hear your opinions in the comment section down below. And if you guys like more wrestling content, you guys know what to do. Make sure to follow for more.